world. Yeah. 'Cause you they speak in many tongues, you they speak in language too. Through God's grace you cast demons, even hell they fear for you. If you know love, you be sounding cymbals. If you know love, you be sounding cymbals. Them call you pastor for area, you wear white shirt and black shoe. But when we find you come your yard, do not so fight them, take no you, brother. If you know love, you be sounding cymbals. If you know love, you be sounding cymbals. All of them gifts and no fruit is an unbalanced diet. All of them gifts and no fruit is an unbalanced diet. Balanced diet, fit the well. Balanced diet, is what the world needs, what it needs. So balanced diet, fit the well. Balanced diet, is what the world needs. You've been a Christian for donkey years, and just one tongue you cannot speak. Your mates done the crack polo. Funny brother, you still a kid. If you know born, you be tossed around. If you know born, wind go blow you around. You only boast of your good deeds and no sign for men to follow. When accusers show face, funny brother, you still a kid. If you know born, you be tossed around. If you know, you be blown around. All of them fruits and no gifts is an unbalanced diet. All of them fruits and no gifts is an unbalanced diet. Balanced diet, fit the world. Balanced diet, is what the world needs, what it needs. So balanced diet, fit the world.
Hello, this is Andy Paul. Keep listening to Cedarwood Luxury Radio.
Hello viewers, I am Ambassador Dr. Julius Oyedemi, your most astounding CEO 2023 P1 Group. The best radio to listen to is no other than Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Michael Ahwetie. I'm the Managing Director of P1 Pro, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to Cedarwood Radio.
Hello everybody, this is Vivian Imako, the ED, P1 Perfection Business Investments Limited, and you're listening to Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Keep it locked. God bless you.
Yes, you are listening to Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio. We are Nigeria's first real estate radio. Welcome to yet another amazing moment right here on your favorite online radio. Okay, what was that laugh for? I really did not know, but it just came out. I just had to let it out. Somebody said let it out. Okay, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning, of course. I trust you had a wonderful night rest and hope your day is going fine as planned. Where are you at this very moment? And how are you enjoying the weather? It has been a beautiful weather. For me, the Hamatan weather, well, in a way, is one of my favorite because it is usually chilling. It's just cool, dry. But at this point in time, I think it is very, very sensible for you to understand that it is hasty and dusty these days. You need to drive carefully. You also need to get a nose mask, all right? You need to get a nose mask. Remember when they used to force us to wear nose masks because of COVID-19? So now there is no COVID, there is no 19. So there is dust 19. There is dusty 19. So you just have to get a nose mask. Yes, the roads are dusty. Everywhere is dusty. Keep your surroundings clean. Clean as regular as you can. All right, get a lip gloss like I did this morning. I started feeling teary lips, and it was really peppery at some point. So I just had to get a lip gloss, and that's why it looks like my mouth is, my lips are shining this morning like somebody that went to steal import. So get a lip gloss, get a Vaseline, get yourself, just get yourself a hand cream, something that would keep you, that would not, something that will keep you, something that will keep you moist. Is that correct? I think I didn't get what I wanted to use, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Just get a Vaseline, get a hand cream, just get something that would keep you, just wet. Yeah, if I should use it that way. Yes, this is the Morning Delight, where we hold diverse conversations. Yes, last week, Wednesday morning, we had Simeon Umar in the studio. We talked about cultivating the habit of reading. Yes, you need to go back, and we mentioned a few things. We mentioned a few things last week, and I guess we were able to finish that conversation. Did we finish that conversation? Okay, I can't remember if we finished, but I'm sure we did justice. We did justice to it. So cultivate the habit of reading. I came across a picture of a man that spends about 6 to 12 hours reading, and he has been doing that for over 50, 60 years. He sells book. He also reads the book that he sells. You know how we joke about people who sell book in public, 7 ways to become rich, laws of money, and all those kind of things. And people will always make joke out of them that if you read the book that you are selling, you would actually not be on the road selling those books. All right. So it's not just enough to have books around, have an idea of where books are being sold, but grab a book, get informed, yeah? Equip yourself, just be knowledgeable, just equip yourself with reasonable and good knowledge. It goes a long way in helping you at some point in life, all right? Yes, this morning we want to have a little reflection this morning. I went through my list of content or topic for conversation, and I decided to come up with this particular one. Reflection. Yes, I came across it while I was going through my list of topic for conversation, and I'm like, okay, yes, I think I want to do. Let's talk about it this morning. It's the beginning of the year. The month January is done. Today is the 31st day of the month of January. Yeah, today is the 31st day of the month of January, and the very last day in the month of January. It is important that we talk to ourselves. All right, the year is going, and there is something about the year. Once January is over like this, from February down to December, you see that the year begins to run. And I think that is why it looks like January is usually very long. Yeah, that's why it looks like January is usually very long. So, So it's important you try as much as possible to do things that are reasonable. You try as much as possible. Don't slack. I was speaking to a friend this morning. I said, you're becoming lazy these days. There is no time for you to be lazy. There is no time for you to sit back and over relax. You really need to take advantage of every moment, every opportunity that you have to make reasonable achievement. Every second, make every second count, make every minute count, make every hour count, make every day count, make every week count, make every month count, and make every year count. So this morning we want to reflect. I want every one of us to sit back and have a moment of reflection. We will be reflecting on a few things. Yes, we'll be reflecting on a few things. And I hope with this session, you would be able to sit back, and this session will be able to bring you back to your senses. This session will be able to help you come to a realization that you've not been doing much. If you have not been doing much, you've been doing well, but you need to do more. So this morning, let's just come together as we take a moment to reflect on some certain things. Do not forget you can be part of the conversation. Yes, I would love to hear from you. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you can hear me live from and what you are up to at this very moment. You can also contribute to the conversation via the WhatsApp platform and also via our WhatsApp, via the comment section, via the WhatsApp platform and also via the comments session. This morning, I want to start our reflection on how far you've been able to go as regards your life achievement, if I should put it that way, or achievements based on, okay, how far have you been able to go based on the plans that you have for yourself, based on the goals that you've set. Now, if you don't have plans or at this point, it is not too late for you to begin to plan something for the year. If you don't have any goal for this year, it's not too late for you to begin to set goals for the year. A friend of mine who is into the perfume business, sales, buying and selling of perfume, said her goal for this year as regards business is to hit 1 million naira for her business, 1 million naira, which is a good thing, which is really commendable. So let us relax. I mean, not relax. Let us sit down and reflect. Ask yourself this question. Am I doing well? Yeah. Am I doing well? Do you think, in your own words, do you think you are doing well? Business-wise, are you doing well? Career-wise, are you doing well? Educationally, are you doing well? In your relationship, do you think you are doing well? Either as a married person or as a, friendship. They have different types of relationship, of course. Different types of relationship. We have the marriage. We have marriage. Yes, we have marriage. What am I saying? We have marriage. We have friendship. We have courtship, and so in your relationship, either as in how you relate, your relationship with your neighbors, your relationship with your family, your relationship with your colleagues, your relationship with your friends, with your partner, are you doing well? Spiritually, are you doing well? I remember I said on this show, I had a conversation with a friend, and after everything that we talked about, she was like, okay, yeah, I really need to. Oh, yes, we were talking about praying in the morning. Yes, I told her, I asked her a question, like, did you pray this morning before leaving the house? And then she said, no. I said, okay, now as we are walking towards the bus stop where we'll get both bus going to walk, just say a short prayer. And then afterwards, she said, I really need to take my spiritual life serious this year. So I'm asking you this morning, are you doing well spiritually? Are you doing well financially? Do you think you are doing well? And if you think you are doing well, what are the measures or what are the things that you would say that, okay, in this very particular area, I'm really doing well. As regards finance, I'm doing well. As regards this, I'm doing well. You must be intentional this year. I've mentioned it before. You must be intentional this year, whether you like it or not. If you are not going, I will force you to be intentional this year. Yes, I will force you to be intentional this year. You must be intentional this year. So we are reflecting. And I'm asking you, are you doing well? Do you think you are doing well in every facet of your life? In every facet of your life. Let's begin with finance. Are you doing well financially? How are you spending your money? What are your saving plans? What are your financial goals for the year? And how do you intend to achieve that goal? Are you the one that, okay, as he come now, so no, you cannot you cannot, at some point, you cannot continue to operate that way. So if you want to yield results, if you want to see the results this year, let me refer you to one of the programs we had here. One of the programs we've had on, I think, on School of Strategy, one of our old programs with Ambassador Professor Julius Oyedemi. Just go and look for it. He talked about the 7 laws of money. You need to go back and go and watch that program. I'm telling you, you're going to learn something from it. And I hope that program and everything you're going to learn from that program would help you financially this year. It will not help you make money, but it will help you use your money the right way. The money that you'll be making this year. January is gone. This is January 31st, the last day of January. That is why before we go into the month of February, the year has started though. The year is going already. So that was why I said, okay, since today happens to be the last day of the month of January 2024, let's sit down and reflect and say, okay, from January 1st till this day, how have I begun the year? How have you begun the year? How have you begun the year? And I'm asking you for the third time, how have you begun this year 2024? The beginning sometimes has a way of impacting the end thereof. How you begin the year will determine how you end the year. If you begin the year on a good note, if you begin the year on a wonderful note, if you begin the year rightly, you will end the year rightly. But if you begin the year with unseriousness, with so much laxity, if you begin the year with laziness, if you begin the year with talent attitude, if you begin the year with the blame game and all that thing, if you begin the year in negatively, it is not be swear, not be juju. You will end the year the way you begin the way you began the year. But do you know that even if you began wrongly, you can still come back, reflect, sit down, get to the drawing board, and get serious. They say the time when you wake up, that time when your morning break. I mean, that time they break. So if you wake up now, today 31st January 2024, if you wake up now, if you have been sleeping since January 1st, today is January 31st, before we enter February 1st, if you wake up now, if you go back to the drawing board, if you begin to set your priorities right, if you begin to put things in place now, if you begin to make decisions, if you begin to take action, if you begin to evaluate yourself, if you begin to set goals, if you begin to challenge yourself, if you begin to try new things, if you begin to do things differently, if you begin to get yourself, to impact yourself positively, I'm telling you, you're going to end the year rejoicing. I'm telling you, you're going to end the year happy. It is not so late. And that is why I've decided to bring this on the show this morning. That is why I'm saying, let's come together. Let's sit together and reflect. Let's sit together and have a moment of reflection. How have I spent the previous years? How have I spent the last 5 years of my life? How have I spent the last 2 years, 3 years of my life? How do I want the next 5 years of my life to end? What do I want to see the next 5 years? This is a moment of reflection. Yes, this is a moment of reflection. We need to tell ourselves the truth. We need to tell ourselves the truth. And we need to, at this point, come to a realization that if we are not doing enough, we need to start doing something. If you're becoming lazy, you need to jack up. You need to jump up. You need to tell yourself the truth. This is what you must. I have to emphasize on the must. You must. Even after the end of this session, sit down, get a paper, get a pen, get a book, get a journal, get a pen. And for those of you that have had your plans going already, those of you that have had that, that you've planned your year, you've broken it down, you've had time frame, you've had your goals, you've had your plans and everything, you've had everything all set out for the year. I want you to also sit down and reflect and evaluate yourself. From January 1st to January 31st. And I think we'll be doing this every last day of the month on the Morning Delight. I think it's a good thing, yeah. Yeah, great idea. We'll be having moments of reflection every last day of the month. That is if the Morning Delight falls on the last day of the month, just like today. But if it doesn't, if it falls probably, if the Morning Delight falls probably the last week of the month, then we'll have, let's say every last Wednesday of the month. Yes, let's have it that way. Every last Wednesday of the month. Yes. So we'll come together, we'll reflect, we'll talk about how far we've gone through the month, and how far we intend to go the new coming month that is ahead of us. Let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Yes, we are taking our time to reflect this morning on how far we have gone, where we are coming from, where we are going to, and where we are at this very moment. Where we are coming from, where we are at this very moment, and where we are going to. I hope I've been able to awaken you. Hope I've been able to talk senses into you. Hope I've been able to impact some level of awakeness on the inside of you. Hope I've been able to ginger you this morning. Because it is important we have this conversation. It is important we sit down and reflect on where we are coming from, where we are currently, what we are doing towards where we are going to. You won't and cannot afford to continue living like a goat, in the sense that a goat has no direction. I mean, you all know of the very popular, if you have no, you just wake up in the morning, and if you have no plan for yourself, people will plan your life for you. Even if you are an employee now, if you have a plan for yourself, even if you're a cleaner, you're a houseboy, you're an office assistant, you're a gate man, you are earning the biggest salary, you are earning the lowest salary. If you don't have plans for yourself, if you don't have goals for yourself, if you've not been able to sustain the ability to dream, you would remain where you are. I'm being honest. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. So we are reflecting this morning. We are sitting back. We're looking back and say, okay, yes, this is January 31st. How have I begun the year? How have I begun the year? How have I begun the year? What am I doing currently towards where I intend to be before the end of the year? It is important you sit down and have this reflection. It is important you sit down, you sit back and ask yourself questions. From your finance, to your business, to your family, to your relationship, to your career, to your workplace. Everything, every major facet of your life, sit down and have a reflection and ask yourself and be true to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. If you are doing well, you should do more. If you're not doing well, it is time for you to get up. It is time for you to wake up. It is time for you to start as quick as possible. As an organization, as a boss, as a CEO, as a boss, as, captains of industries, all right? Business owners, MDs. This is also applicable to the churches, pastors. Sit down and reflect. How has this ministry, how has this ministry been going? What is the impact of this ministry? How has it impacted lives? How has it changed lives? It's not just enough to gather people every Sunday, every Monday, Wednesday, or every day of the week. Let's sit down and reflect and just ask ourselves questions. If you're a pastor of a church, a general overseer, you ask yourself, what has this ministry, what has it done? What is the level of impact it has what is the level of impact that it has made in the lives of people? This morning, during our meeting, we have morning devotion every time as an organization. We come together, we pray, we begin the day with prayer and all that. And you see, to the glory of God, we've hit the target for this month, for the month of January. You don't want to know the amount I'm talking about here. You don't want to know. But you see, at least we are happy, we are celebrating. As you are do not also forget, as you are growing, as you are achieving, as you are hitting, celebrate your small wins. But see, let me tell you something. It's not just enough to say, I want to hit this target this month, or I want to hit this target this year. There are steps that you will take. That is why at the end of the month, we would all come together every last Wednesday of the month. We'll come and sit down and say, okay, these steps that you said you are going, these steps that you've written down that you say you are going to take towards achieving your goals, how far? That is what we're doing every Wednesday now. The last Wednesday of the month. How far? What have you been doing so far? And how have you been doing it so far? What have you not been doing and what should you start doing? So as I leave you this morning, As I draw the curtain and bring this session to an end this beautiful Wednesday morning, I'm asking you once again, do you think you are doing well? And if you are doing well, what can you do to get more, to do more? If you're not doing well, can you start from somewhere? Can you jack up? Can you stand up? Yesterday morning, I woke up and I was so tired. I was so down. I needed to meet up with somebody at 8 a.m. But as at to 10, I was still just dragging my feet. And it got to a point I was like, no. I had to jack up. I had to ginger. Hit the road. So if you've not done anything from January 1st till today, January 31st, before the end of today, jack up. Ginger yourself. Jack up. Ginger what? Yourself. Get up. Get up. The year is running. Get up. Begin to set your goals now. 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 Get up. Get up. Get up. Have time. Set out time. Reflect on your life. Reflect on how far you've gone. Reflect on where you are now and reflect on how you can get to where you want to get to. I would love to hear from you because we'll be back again last Wednesday of February to see how far we've gone. You are doing well. You've done well. You can do more. And if you're the type that you are not doing well at all, you can still do something and still do well at the end of the year, at the end of the day. Thank you very much. I'd love to hear from you via the comment section. Let's engage ourselves in the comment section. Let's have some little chats in the comment section concerning everything I've said this morning. God bless you all and see you again by 1 p.m. By 4 p.m., I'll be having a guest in the studio. Yeah, I'll be having a guest in the studio, hopefully by God's grace. And I hope that session will be very wonderful. See you again by 1 p.m. Thank you, and this is my time.